Hey, listen, man, this guy has balls. This is why I respect the fuck out of Conor McGregor. Not just because he's an awesome fighter. And, yeah, he lost to Nate Diaz, who's also an awesome fighter. But who the fuck will fight anybody? Who will just jump up in
The last guy
class?
was BJ.
Yeah.
BJ tried it.
Yeah.
And you know what? Even though BJ didn't, he had success once, at least at 170. He beat Matt Hughes. But at the end of the day, there's a really good reason why all elite boxers, wrestlers, fighters, weight cutting is so massively important to virtually everybody. There are some crazy people out there like Anthony Johnson. That's the exception. But generally, there's a really good reason most people are torturing themselves to get as light as possible, because at the elite level, 5 pounds makes a big fucking difference.
It makes a big difference.
Just 5 pounds. And then 10 pounds, 10 pound different, elite level. Man, even the best guys aren't going up in weight. Look at Rafa Mendes. No doubt. Probably pound for pound the best guy in jiu-jitsu. Probably. Him and Marcelo, Jean-Jacques, they're all up there. Bam, pound for pound. There's so many good guys now. Jesus, it's incredible now. You know what I mean? You know, even Marcelo. No one's trying to go up in weight.
Right.
No one's trying to go, this year I'm going to try the weight category above me. No, everybody's on the craziest diet. They need 3 months. They get serious about it. They're on Instagram posting their fucking broccoli every day.
The chicken
and fucking selfies of their abs and shit.
Yeah.
You know, they're killing themselves not because it feels good. It feels like shit. They all love eating. It's so important. So everybody knows you just can't go up in goddamn weight.
Well,
BJ was the one that said, fuck it. He went up to light heavyweight and shit.
Lyoto Machida.
BJ is 5'8".
No, it wasn't even light heavyweight, bro. It was heavyweight, because Lyoto Machida was like 208.
Okay.
I think that fight was like technically a heavyweight fight. Find that out.
But you know what? If it's that
Machida
close,
versus BJ Penn. I'm pretty
that's
sure
an out of shape Machida. You know what I mean?
He was fat for
sure.
sure.
You know what I mean? That's out of shape Machida.
Did you ever see when he used to fight? Like kickboxing,
yeah, he
karate,
was kind of chubby.
He was fat.
Yeah,
his first UFC fight.
Yeah, that's not his real weight. His real weight is 205, 185.
Well, 185.
Yeah. So, but BJ did it, and I always admired him. To me, I'll always look at BJ as a living legend. Yeah, the guy he's not undefeated. He got his ass beat a few times. Who gives a fuck? Look what BJ did. He had the balls to step up, and really, he was a 45er, just like Conor. The whole time he was a 4. In jiu-jitsu, he was a 45er. Yeah. He was always a 45er, fighting at 55, fought at 170. Nobody else was doing it. And, you know, Conor, here he comes. Conor, this guy, he has so much power in his hands. He had that courage to think he could finish what BJ started. You know, let me go up there and do what BJ did. But, you know, he felt like he could fucking knock anybody out. He really, really believed he could if he lands, you're going down. And you know what? He was doing great against Nate Diaz. This is how I found out.
Okay.
I'm at this party, Slammy's house, and I didn't realize we were behind by a minute and a half.
Oh,
I thought we were
recording?
live.
Oh.
I thought we were live, but we were behind by a minute and a half. Everyone's going nuts. I'm watching, going, oh shit. Lizzie Borden is sitting next to me, my childhood idol. He's one of my greatest favorite lead singers of all time. He's sitting next to me, and we're watching. Everyone's going nuts. It looks like Conor's. To me, I was like, Conor's going to win this thing, man. He was lighting Nate up, cutting them all up. He was connecting. He looked really confident, like Conor looked confident that whole first round. I was going, it was over in the first or second?
Second.
It was a second. So, in that round, I get a call from Joey.
Oh,
Joey's like, oh, you know how much I won. You know how much I told you. You never bet against Diaz. I go, what are you talking about? I thought I was watching. Are you talking about the Misha fight? He goes, no, motherfucker. He got choked. I go, who got choked out? Holly Holm got choked out? I'm watching the Dayton Diaz. No, motherfucker. What fight are you watching right now? I go, I'm watching the Conor fight. As it's going on, he goes, he choked him fucking out. I'm like, dude, fuck. And he goes, bye. Boom. He realized he fucked up. And I'm like, and I knew that Diaz was going to win a minute before it happened.
Did you pause it to pee or something?
we were at a party and it was just behind someone rewound shit. You know when you rewind shit, you want to see something again, and you didn't fast forward it. So we thought it was live. So Joey called me hysterical and he gave it away. And then once he realized he gave it away, he hung up and goes, "Oh shit, bye." And I said, "Oh shit, bye. You just fucked up the greatest fight ever." But the fight was so crazy and so fucking insane that even though I knew, I go, okay, somehow Nate is going to take him down and choke him out, but it doesn't look good right here. I'm like, how is he going to take Conor down? That's not going to be easy. Fuck, he's going to pull this off. How is he going to do it? I had no idea that Nate hurts Conor. Conor takes him down. You know, that's how it went down. The place I was at was going fucking nuts. Everybody was screaming at the top of their fucking lungs. Everyone was, ah! And then when he choked him out, dude, I'd never been in a party where everyone was going so crazy before, dude. Everybody was losing their fucking mind. I was too.
Should have been at the UFC.
Holy shit balls.
Live, everybody was going crazy.
Oh my
Jumped
God.
up and screamed.
I never screamed so loud in my motherfucking life at any fight ever.
Dude.
That was fucking shocking.
It was insane.
It looked like Conor just had his hands down and goes, "I got this motherfucker." Yep. He was landing. He was tagging him. It looked like he hurt him a couple times.
He definitely tagged him a few times.
You know what I mean? It looked, he was, I thought it was over for Nate. I really did. And when he turned it around and the way it finished, and when he put that fucking rear naked choke in, he put that motherfucker in like a super ninja. The way, first of all, the way he mounted. If you don't do jiu-jitsu, you would never know. The way he fucking mounted and his balance, you could see the balance, you could see the beauty in that mount, and the way he was riding him like a professional fucking a champion rodeo fucking rider. All his balance is all beautiful. Mm-hmm. And then when he took his back, the way he put that fucking hook in, it was so efficient. There wasn't no hiccup where he hit the, this jaw, and then he had to set up, and then he had to feel. It just went. It was fucking insanity.
Real black belt
It was
shit.
so perfect and so fucking, like, that technique was about as flawless and as beautiful as you can get.
Yeah, that was two big points, was that we had never seen Conor face adversity, and we had never seen him on the ground with a real Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt like Nate. Nate's got a nasty ground game, man. His ground game is tight as fuck.
But people are talking a lot of shit on Conor's jiu-jitsu. I know Conor's jiu-jitsu is good. He's come to my school. That guy's good. Just because he got mounted and choked down. Yeah, he was already hurt. But even if he wasn't hurt, I get mounted by my purple belt sometimes, and I get my back. There's some shit going on, and add punches and fucking all this hype.
Right.
Just because he got mounted and got his back taken does not mean Conor's jiu-jitsu sucks. Don't get it twisted. He was a little hurt. Nate Diaz is really good.
It's that Nate Diaz
is really good. You know what I mean? Like, Nate Diaz could probably do that to me. Doesn't mean I suck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He could probably get my back. Doesn't mean I suck. I'm all right. You know, so.
Well, he got hurt. I mean, it's real simple. When you get tagged the way he got tagged, and you're trying to take Nate Diaz down, he got hurt. He probably had no idea what the fuck he was doing. I haven't had an MMA fight, but Schaub was telling me about when Travis Brown hit him. And that he was like, dude, I know how to get out of the mount. But when Travis hit me, he's like, I didn't know what I was doing. I was out of it. I think that unless you get punched in the face, you can't judge his jiu-jitsu. It's like judging his walking if you get head kicked.
Conor's jiu-jitsu is good. Nate Diaz's jiu-jitsu is just way better.
You know what I'm saying?
That's all it is.
If somebody punches you in the face and then you walk funny, like, man, you need to work on your walking. No, just get punched.
They got memes of Conor in a kid's jiu-jitsu class, and they put his face in it. That's one that's going around. I think that's.
He got hurt.
You know what? He's hurt. He is good. Trust me.
Very good.
Conor's jiu-jitsu is very, very
his
good.
Stand-up.
Trust me. He's not a joke.
Especially in that first round was nasty. Stand-up, very good. He's just, look, first of all,
he's
Nate Diaz is not a real 170, although he did fight 170 twice. He fought Stungun Kim, and he fought Rory McDonald. Remember that? Fought those guys at 170. So he did have two fights at 170, but he's a 155er. But he's a big 155er. He's big and long. I don't know if he could ever make 145. I just don't think he could do it. Conor barely can do it. Conor barely can do it. When you see Conor at the weigh-ins, I mean, those photos from the weigh-ins are pretty legendary. I think it's insane that we do this that we let these guys dehydrate themselves like that. I think whatever Nate walks around at, that's what he should fight at. And I don't know if Conor really walks around at 168, which is what he weighed in, and Nate weighed 169. They're only 1 pound different. And Nate, Nate had some body fat on him because he wasn't preparing for this at all.
I think Conor could make some noise at 155.
Shrink that up so we can see the two of those together. Can we do that? Look at the difference between how he weighed in before and how he weighed in this time. I mean, my God, he looks like he has some fucking crazy disease that like won't let food absorb in his body on the top one. Like he's got some crazy illness. And then on the bottom, he looks great, full-faced. But if he can make 145, he's going to continue to do it.
Do you think it's an accident that the ring card girls are like sitting right there? Is that an accident? It's perfect for the pictures, right?
Oh, that's why they stand there.
Ultimate man. It's to balance out the dude in underwear. You know what I mean? You got to put chicks in there somewhere.
That's exactly why they do it. That's funny. That's funny. That's exactly.
I think he could completely continue to dominate the 145 division, and I think he could make a lot of epic fights at 155, beat some big names, but then lose to some other big names. Like, he'll be one of the top guys at 55. I don't know if he'll just clean house like he did at 45, but I believe if he stayed at 55, he would do some serious damage. He's a bad motherfucker, dude.
Yeah, he's a bad motherfucker.
And the shit he's saying after the fight, that's all the perfect shit. Perfect shit.
I love what he's doing.
You know what?
I love how he's handling it. Yeah. I think he handled his loss better than anybody ever.
Dude,
he
said,
saying
all the right shit.
I'm humble in victory and I'll be humble in defeat.
Yeah. No matter what happened in that fight, his next fight, whoever he's fighting, he's going to get fucked up. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
So,
what if he fights Dos Anjos? Dos Anjos is always going to be a tough fight.
He's going to cut him up. I bet he tags him a few times.
I bet you're right.
I bet he tags him.
I bet you're right.
He's going to tag everybody.
He's going to hit some people.
And just because he got knocked out, a lot of people, half the people get knocked out in fights. I mean, he got knocked out.
He got cracked and he got choked. But I'm interested to see how he handles the physicality of Dos Anjos, who's a lot more physical than Nate. Dos Anjos is a beast. I want to know if he could do to Conor what he was able to do to Nate, what he was able to do to a lot of guys, like Pettis, what he did to Pettis. That guy's strong as shit. I was so bummed out when he broke his foot. I was like, God, that's a crazy fight.
That's always going to be there. But fucking Nate, all of a sudden, Nate is a
superstar,
dude. That little stoner is going to be. He's probably,
best.
Dude. He's super famous now. Everybody knows who Nate Diaz is.
Come on, dude. He had the greatest all-time post-fight line. I gotta say, I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
You know what's funny? Dude. In the beginning, Conor won the verbal battles. The first couple press conferences, he kind of did. Conor came full blown, and then Nate won towards the end, dude. Yep. I felt that Nate was in Conor's head. I think it reversed it. I think he was pissing Conor off that he kept saying, fuck you.
Yeah.
He just went gangster on him every time. My crew will fuck up your crew. Like, say, if you want to make this fucking serious, we're going to pass by you guys somewhere in this motherfucking hotel. We'll jump you. We'll do that. You guys want to do that? We'll actually jump you guys, and it'll be all over fucking Sherdog and shit.
Well, do you know that Claudia Gadelha and Joanna Jędrzejczyk got in a full-blown street fight on the set of Tough? Head kicks, everything. Those two badass chicks. Claudia Gadelha is a badass bitch. You've seen her fight, right? She's nasty.
You know what? She's one that I have zero images in my head.
She's nasty. Her and Jędrzejczyk had a really close first fight, split decision win for Jędrzejczyk. So they coached opposite side each other because she's the #1 contender.
Okay. When is that?